My name is Roman Tolstek, and I hate to start us off in this way, but I don't know how else to start it. So basically, what this is a documentary of the startup of a company.
What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up.
Okay, so here's where we are now at Ronaware. We are still working through some of the changes. There's a third round, and it's still these little things, little aesthetics that bug me so much, but they keep persisting again and again and again and again. And yeah, we're trying to work through them. So I'm building these big recaps of screen by screen, app, real-time app versus concept app, and kind of where everything is, and circling little changes now, putting them in red, writing down little notes, so hopefully they can make them look just like the concept. We'll see what happens. I know it's difficult because a lot of it's done by code and some of it's done by art. So there's that mix-up. But I think we can get through it. And if not perfect, it'll be really freaking close. Because as it stands now, it's really close. There's maybe some scaling issues and like little things like that. It's almost nothing. The next part is the PCB design. That is done. I am relieved. In fact, I feel like I should say it again. PCB design is done. Right now, it's going into review. It's been in review. And as long as the review part checks out, we go to print, and then we see how it stacks up. If everything works, we send it off to the vendor, or the client. I guess vendor, it's interchangeable. And then we can also get a cost estimate. How much it would cost to print these things. I'm assuming not very much, probably under $20. And then basically after that, the next step is the pathway lights. Because this has been the lead up to the initial project, which is the arc lamp. And so once we get that finished, we can move on to the next portion of it. And one thing I've been thinking about adding, and I'm kind of toying this in my head, and I haven't even brought it up to engineers yet, but I was thinking, how cool would it be if the light had a infrared sensor? So when a human being, say, walked into the room, it automatically go on instead of having you pull out your phone. Because that's one thing. Like I'm playing with a lot of smart technology, especially smart light bulbs, and that's one that just drives me crazy. Is that you still have to pull out your phone, and in a lot of cases, that's more of a pain in the ass than the damn light switch, right? Or reaching behind the couch. So if we could find a way to eliminate all that altogether and just have the lights turn on, boop, from the infrared, we're good to go. And so that's where we stand now. As far as the like specifically what we need done is the PCB needs to we need to get to verify that it's all working. There's some little things with the Bluetooth Wi-Fi, which I know that the app developers have assured me that this won't be in the final build. This is for testing only. But I want to stress this again to them that it's kind of a big deal. Is that at the very beginning of the app, when you first log in, it asks you to put in your connect your Wi-Fi and enter the Bluetooth information, which is perfect. That's exactly what you need for the first time entry. But after that screen should go away, and it doesn't. And then that's pretty much it. And the minor cosmetic changes to the app. And I mean, we're even close. It's kind of crazy. It's also a little bit scary because now comes the part where we need to find a way to monetize all this work. And so that's really where yours truly is going to shine, or crash and burn. Hopefully shine, because that's the ultimate objective here. Lesson of the week is to let's see, best way to get the app to match the final product. This is, especially working remotely, it is not easy and this is no blame to the app developers at all. It's just things lost in translation when you work remotely, right? Even though the guys they're not so far from me, we're all working from homes or from our offices or whatever, but we're not actually right next to each other, so you can't really point out and say this needs to be 13 pixels wider or something like that, right? Everything has to be done digitally. You have to describe everything via text and images. And so if you're going through these pains, I would say, one, make it very clear to the app developers that it has to be perfect. I keep thinking back to what the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, said, where um, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't know if this is the exact quote, but it's something along the lines of exceptionalism is expected, right? It's not something that pretty good will do or really good will do. You have to be exceptional, and it has to be perfect. And that's what we're targeting. We're targeting that small little piece of perfection. And so as far as the lesson goes, do what I did. I think it's going to work, is that if you are working with concept versus real, make sure that you lay that out perfectly and everybody can see the little changes. Make them very clear on exactly what needs to be changed and how it needs to be changed. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty short just because everything's going really well so far. We don't have any major hiccups. We don't have any major issues. Things are just chugging along as they should be. And I mean, I've been saying this for a lot of videos. It feels like we're really close, and we are really close. We're right there. I don't know. I had a little chat today with Nate, who left our team a few months ago. You know, my former partner, and I remembered, you know, kind of how upset I was. How upset I was with what happened. And but things are good now. You know, like me and him chatted for a little while, just over text. And I'm actually going to be one of the groomsmen at his wedding. He has a bachelor's party coming up in Texas, so I'll be flying over there in a few months. And things are good. Things are good overall. It's going to be nice to see him again. I haven't obviously talked to him like I used to, because we don't have a business connection anymore, and I haven't seen him in forever, so it's going to be really nice to catch up to him again. That's pretty much all I got.